Hey, my amazing investors, welcome and welcome back to my channel once again. I just wanted to say this that I love you all for this immense support and love which you have been giving me. And I mean, this journey is nothing without you guys, and I hope that you will continue to do so. So keep throwing that love and support at me, which you are already doing quite amazingly. Anyway, so today we are going to discuss one more best penny stock according to me, which I recently bought at a really good average price, to be honest, and which I still think has a huge room for growth and has a huge potential, especially after those two catalysts which we will discuss in this video as well. And yeah, so I think that this particular stock has really good potential. Also, another important thing is that if you guys are interested in joining our amazing Patreon family, where literally every single person is enjoying a great green portfolio, I'm really proud to say this, then feel free to be the part of the family, and you can find the link in the video description. And this is really important that I am not a financial advisor, guys, and this is not any financial advice, so I'm not suggesting in any way to buy or sell anything. And guys, especially penny stocks are really subjected to huge volatility, yeah, so please be careful. And even if you are interested in buying penny stocks, then book your profits and exit the market whenever you achieve your profit targets. So please be careful and don't get burnt. So now let's get started with the video. So the stock which we are going to talk about today is Cerebain biotech, trading with the ticker symbol CBBT, and is another OTC stock. Now trading at a price of $0.12 at the time of recording this video, and has a market cap of just $18 million. And the previous closing price was $0.12. So CBBT is a biotech company, as the name also suggests that, and the thing which they are working on is the first reason why I am so much bullish on this company. But before that, just wanted you guys to know that me and my patrons, we bought this stock at $0.08. As you can see, the average buying price is $0.08. And I still think that this has a huge room for growth. So if you guys are interested in early buying calls, then you are most welcome to join our amazing patrons family. So now let's move on. So let's have a look at that first. So Cerebain Biotech is dedicated to pursuing the development and commercialization of novel treatment approaches in the fight against dementias, with a particular focus on Alzheimer's disease. Now guys, this is the most important reason of me being bullish on this particular company. And Alzheimer's is an irreversible disease, guys, so there is no treatment for Alzheimer's, and this is what makes me so much bullish on this company. And our vision is to apply that we know about the effect of augmented simulation, so this is their product, on improving cognitive function to create a new and more effective treatment paradigm. For the millions of people living with or in a fear of Alzheimer's diagnosis, our success could mean hope for the future and lifetime preserved. Our goal is the development and commercialization of a medical device with the potential to arrest or significantly slow Alzheimer's disease progression. And why I think this company has a lot of potential? Well, first of all, of course, its small market cap, which has not yet been priced in with its two upcoming huge catalysts, which we'll get on to in a few moments, but also because this is one of the diseases which has a huge impact on the death rates in the US and worldwide. So, a recent report mentioned that the future challenges of meeting care demands for the growing number of people living with Alzheimer's dementia in the United States, with a particular emphasis on primary care, will be increasing, and by mid-century, the number of Americans aged 65 and older with Alzheimer's dementia may grow to 13.8 million, which actually represents a steep increase from the estimated 5.8 million. And therefore, I think, guys, that this company has a good future outlook, as they are working on a treatment which has not yet been proven successful by any of the companies out there which are working on this similar topic. And still those companies have managed to get huge fundings and are at such prices. I mean, guys, I'm not saying that CBBT will reach to these levels, so this is not to misguide any of my viewers, but this is just to show you guys an example that how they have a huge room for growth. I mean, according to me, they should be able to touch at least $1, especially after the catalyst, which we will discuss soon. Okay, so this is a really important point. So the company has already reached a decisive point in their research. Now and is planning to commence the development of the device. So let's say the R&D work is finished and now they are working on development of the device. As previously expressed, the company has three options of implantable devices with a bias towards having them as non-invasive as possible. And if a patient's response to the momentum stimulation is successful, the clinical facility should be able to perform various tests for the purpose of setting markers of the patient and then perform the standardized cognitive testing for Alzheimer's patients. So Cerebain will evaluate the effect of momental stimulation at different intervals and levels of stimulation to determine the device's ability to slow, stop, or reverse the progression of Alzheimer's disease on patients. And guys, if they manage to achieve this, then this will be a huge milestone for them plus for the whole industry. And then you can yourself imagine the limits of the stock price. So like we saw that Cerebain has their own technique of using the omentum stimulation. So generally described as a protective layer in the abdomen, the omentum covers the intestines, hangs on the stomach, and can be lifted like a flap. While the omentum is not a well-recognized body part, it can play an important healing and protective roles for its host. So for example, in case of protection, the omentum has abundant blood and lymphatic vessels and can move flexibly throughout the abdomen to protect organs from threat or any injury. And the healing benefit is that additionally it contains the largest supply of stem cells in the adult body. Because of its abundant blood supply, surgeons have long used the omentum to patch internal injuries sustained to other parts of the body. So this will be their own patent technique. And since we are talking about the patent, well, they have already applied for the patent, and this patent pending technology has allowed for the development of a medical device that can be implanted using a minimally invasive procedure. Once implanted via what will probably be a same-day surgery procedure, patients may not have to undergo surgery again using this treatment method. So this is quite beneficial for the patient, and this actually just decreases the healing period. And now that brings us to our first biggest catalyst for this particular company. So Cerebain Biotechnology today announced that the company has engaged a biotechnical engineer to serve on the corporate team. The engagement comes as a Cerebain readies itself for clinical trials and the FDA application process in conjunction with the development and testing of its medical device for the treatment of Alzheimer's and dementia. And guys, just imagine if they manage to get this FDA approval, then I personally cannot think of any price target, to be honest. I mean, if the government funding will keep increasing for Alzheimer's research and development, and plus with the bag of this FDA approval, then sky could be the limit for this company and therefore also for the stock price. But again, this is just my opinion, and I'm already invested in this stock and I'm ready to hold this for as long as it reaches $1. And that's what I think that it can reach. And I think so because this another company, VTV Therapeutics, trading at Nasdaq, is also working on Alzheimer's treatment. Now, of course, this has a revenue a bit on the higher side as compared to CBBT, but we will also talk about CBBT's aiming on different revenue sources and will definitely be successful in doing so. We will talk about this in a minute. By the way, this is, of course, VTV is also a really good company as well, and I have bought this before, but I sold this. But anyways, as you can see, this is already at $2. So I personally think that CBBT Biotech, if one gets that FDA approval, then this could be the next price target. I mean, who knows? But again, guys, this is just my own personal opinion. And since, as per the report, the global Alzheimer's therapeutics market is expected to grow from $4.36 billion in 2018 to $8.19 billion by 2026 at a compound annual growth rate of 8.2% during the forecast period of 2019 until 2026, then I think that there will be enough capacity and room for CBBT to grow, considering its market cap of just $18 million. And now coming on to our second big pending catalyst, which might happen at the end of this week, is the acquisition of PKG by CBBT. And why is this such a big catalyst? Well, first of all, Eric Clemens, CEO of Cerebain, added, "We are committed to evaluating both companies' strategic core competences to enhance value of our shareholders while maintaining our focus on the continued development of Cerebain's device for the treatment of Alzheimer's disease, as well as aggressively managing PKG's current operations." So they will be benefiting from PKG's current operations already. And apart from that, CBBT announces PKG Incorporation to become key manufacturer for clear mask and Zometry. And this is one of the reasons why this could be a big catalyst because of the increase in demand for clear mask, which is a patent design from PKG. And guys, this is the second reason why it is a big catalyst according to me, because like I mentioned earlier, how CBBT is working on increasing their sources of incoming revenue streams. Well, this is a big step forward for generating that revenue stream, and the masks are already available for sale, as you can see through GSA Advantage. So over the next few weeks, as this article is a bit old, PKG Incorporation intends to fully transition company ownership to Cerebain Biotech Corporation in an acquisition that began in the middle of this year. That means 2020, because the article is from 2020. Upon completion under the Cerebain Biotech umbrella, PKG Incorporation will continue its support in mass producing large volumes of the FDA cleared clear mask. And this is important, the mask is already FDA cleared, that's why obviously it's for sale already. Almir Karibovich stated, "We are proud to help Clear Mask fight against the pandemic with a smile on your face that everyone can see." So as the name suggests, it's a clear mask. All of us are looking forward to successfully providing innovative accessibility and protection to a diverse population. And this is why I think this could be one of the big catalysts which can really hit and take the stock price to the next level. Okay guys, so now let's have a quick look at the chart to see our price potential for CBBT. So as you can see, I've already drawn some lines, yeah, with the doodle. So as you can see that this is forming a good forward flag, and you can see that the lower lows now has been converting into higher lows. So this is quite a good trend. This is more like a bullish trend, and as you can see, these are a few support levels which has been tested many times and it has crossed. So now a new support level has been formed, and as you can see, these are the few resistance levels. So these are already tested also many times. So this is also a quite good point that it has crossed and it has trashed this resistance level, because the price here shows 0.12, which is actually not correct. So as you can see, it is moving real time in 0.14, so it has crossed this resistance level. Of course, we will wait for future candles to confirm this prediction that it has already crossed the resistance level. And even if it drops, then I think it might drop to these support levels, because these are the lowest, a good support, because the stock price jumped quite big from these support levels. But also these are some small support levels which can also be, tested further. So that means the stock price can come to these support levels in worst case scenario, but I don't think it can fall below that, because you see from here there's a trend, a sideways movement, and always we have a bit of sideways movement. So we already got the sideways movement, so I'm predicting that now this new resistance level should be formed, or a new high should be formed at this level. And as you can also see that the stock price has been moving quite decently in regards with the simple moving average. And also from yesterday, this was buying volume, so you can see that there was a huge spike in the green buying volume, and it has not been followed by a huge red spike yet. So as you can see, every time when there is a huge green spike, there was a red big spike, but in this case we don't see this yet. And that could also means that now bulls are taking over the control of the market regarding CBBT. And 71 is the RSI, which is not that bad to be honest, and it has not crossed the 80 limit yet. So I'm predicting that it might, okay, let's say we might get let's say pullback from this 80, but let's see, we would need more candles of course to confirm this theory, but I don't see a big pullback or a reversal from this point. So I still think that this stock can be bought at this price, but of course it's a bit risky. We would have to, if we are planning to enter at this particular price, then we should keep some money aside for sure for averaging it down for long term until they get the FDA approval and the acquisition happens. After the acquisition, it might spike to $0.2. I mean, yeah, let's see. And until the FDA approval, there is a long game for this particular stock. So we might have to hold this, and we might see a lot of volatility and a lot of fluctuations, and that's why you should not be bothered about that. Just keep some money aside if you're buying at this particular price right now. And yeah, so keep some money aside for averaging down your price. So as you can see, this is a quick overview about the chart, and the chart looks actually quite bullish to me. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. That's all for CBBT, and I hope you guys make gains, but please keep in mind that these are penny stocks and they are subjected to huge volatility. So please be careful with your money because it's your hard earned money, and please be careful. And yeah, please always keep some money aside for your dollar cost or euro cost averaging. So that's it for CBBT. I will see you in the next one with another really good penny stock or a value investment. And that's it, guys. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Till then, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and keep investing, but strategically.